Our Paralympic stars received a hero's welcome when they arrived back in Britain yesterday. They even got the royal seal of approval from our Queen, who praised their magnificent achievements.
That's a big word for the Queen, isn't it? Magnificent. Now, one of the stars of the Games, of course, was Kadeena Cox, who rewrote sporting history in Rio. She grabbed 2 golds extraordinarily in 2 different events, so in athletics and cycling, and she joins us now. Wow, you look so happy there. Goodness me, good to see you this morning.
Lovely to see you too.
So you got back yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
You must not know what time of day or night it is. What's it been like since you've been back?
Yeah, it's been a little bit crazy and I feel like I need to catch up on a lot of sleep.
I bet. And you've seen your family very briefly?
Yeah, I saw them for like 10 minutes. They came down to give me a welcome and then they disappeared back up to Leeds.
You know, obviously, your extraordinary achievement, but it must be great to know that everyone is absolutely delighted for you.
Yeah, it was great to see the support that we've had and everyone that's been behind us, and I'm just thankful for everyone that supported us.
But in amongst all the extraordinary achievements, you have done something that hasn't been done since 1988, and you won medals in 2 different sports. Not just 2 different distances in athletics, 2 different sports. Can you appreciate how extraordinary that is yourself, or is it just about going to town, going to work and doing your business?
Yeah, it is kind of a little bit just like doing my job. I just go around in circles on my back and on my legs.
It's as easy as that.
But yeah, it's been a hard challenge, and I've got to be really grateful to the National Lottery because I wouldn't have been able to do it without them, because they've helped me be able to do this 2 sports and have a team behind me.
Were there times when you thought it wasn't going to be possible in the training and in the build-up to the Games?
I think the only point I did think it wasn't possible was about a week before, when I wasn't going so well on the bike and I was panicking, thinking I'd done the wrong thing. But at every point I knew I'd done the right thing, and we'd worked really hard, so I knew I was going to be in a good position.
Mm-hmm. But you're very good at tackling the seemingly impossible, aren't you? Because your story is amazing. You're already a brilliant athlete, and your dream was the Olympics. And then back in 2014, your health problems kicked in. What did you go through?
Yeah, so in May 2014, I was diagnosed with a stroke post-competition and having right-sided weakness and disturbed speech. And then in September 2014, which is literally 2 years ago today, I was rushed into hospital with ulcer sensation. I wasn't able to walk and I was having really bad muscle spasms, and that's when I got the MS diagnosis.
Which must have been devastating for someone who's dreaming of being an athlete at that level. You must have, your whole life must have been just kind of passing before your eyes, really thinking, what on earth is my future?
Yeah, it was tough and everything kind of came crashing down, but me and my mum asked the consultant if I'd be able to run, and he said I don't see any reason why not, so I just kind of grabbed onto that little bit of hope and ran with it.
Literally. Yeah, literally. And how long was it after your diagnosis and when you went through what you went through, did you start thinking, OK, right, so the goalposts have moved slightly, but now it's about being a Paralympian? Yeah,
so I said probably like 2 days after being in hospital.
About 2 days?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm going to get back into sport, but at that point I still thought I might be able to get back into able-bodied sport. But as soon as I realised I couldn't, I was so happy to get involved with parasport because I'd watched London and it was amazing and I wanted to be part of that.
Yeah.
Are you worried that the level of activity you have to do is hastening, you know, your condition, hastening the MS? Because getting overtired is a concern, isn't it?
Yeah, it is tough because I struggle, and stress and exercise and fatigue are all massive parts of my condition. But I think it's benefited my condition, and it will benefit a lot of other people's. They said avoid sport to begin with my condition, but it's actually really beneficial to do sport, and I think it's made me come on so far in terms of my balance and my walking and coordination. Everything's been really benefited just because I've done the sport. So I'm grateful for that, I guess.
Of course.
Well, yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing to meet you, Kadeena. Thank you so much for coming in, because I know that you're in some strange jet-lagged haze and you've only got a day to go and you can take your tracksuit off, which I know you're very proud to wear, but I imagine you've been wearing it for about 3 or 4 weeks now, non-stop.
Yeah, we've been wearing the same kit literally for the last couple of weeks, so it'll be nice to have normal clothes on for once.
I'm assuming you've washed it in that time, just in case anyone...
You can't suggest we have some cleanliness issues.
I was just making sure everyone at home knew that. I can smell how fragrant and gorgeous
Kadeena, thank you so much. Safe journey home and enjoy your time when you get back to your family as well. It's been really, really lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Great.
So, double Olympic champion. We're all getting excited about the fact that Her Majesty may give a few of you some titles. How does Dame Nicola Adams sound?
Oh, that sounds fantastic to me.
Sort of thing you'd make everybody call you as well. I think you're
yeah,
Dame Nicola.
Of course, why not?